They said she'd never make it. Not with the way she dressed. Not with the way she talked. Not from that neighborhood. But what they forgot was that storms don't ask for permission before they rise. And that's exactly what she was. A quiet, relentless storm, waiting. Her name was Alina Grace. She lived in a worn-out trailer on the edge of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Her mom worked night shifts at a nursing home, and her dad, well, he left before she could even speak his name. Alina was 12 the first time someone called her trailer trash. It was during lunch. She'd packed a peanut butter sandwich in a reused Walmart bag. The other kids had Lunchables and sodas. She had tap water in a mason jar. That day, she learned how much silence could hurt. But she didn't cry. Not then. She just folded her sandwich back in plastic and watched the sky from the dusty corner of the lunch yard. Because somewhere deep inside her, she believed that pain was temporary. That shame could be recycled into something powerful. Her school clothes didn't fit right. They were always secondhand. Sometimes they smelled like the thrift store air, but she wore them anyway, head up, even when her shoes flapped from the sole. Alina wasn't loud. She didn't try to stand out. She just listened to the teacher, to the wind, to her own breath, and to music. Oh, she loved music. It wasn't something she talked about. She didn't have lessons, didn't own a piano or guitar. But sometimes at night, when her mom was working and the world outside was too dark to see through the trailer windows, Alina would sing. She'd sing old songs her grandmother used to hum, gospel tunes, country ballads, and sometimes just sound that came from nowhere. It wasn't about hitting the right note. It was about surviving the night. One day, Miss Cortez, the new music teacher, noticed her. "Alina," she said gently after class, "do you like music?" Alina shrugged. "It helps me breathe," she whispered. That answer stayed with Ms. Cortez. She invited Alina to stay after school to help with the choir. Alina thought she meant stacking chairs. She didn't expect to be asked to sing. But Ms. Cortez didn't care about expectations. She cared about truth. Alina sang a few notes, quietly, almost apologetically, and Ms. Cortez smiled like she just found gold buried in a gravel lot. "This voice," she said, "isn't ordinary. It's meant to be heard." Alina didn't believe her. Not then, because her whole life, people had only seen what was missing, not what was there. But Ms. Cortez didn't stop. She gave her an old MP3 recorder to practice with. She even found a way to sneak Alina into local community music workshops. Some nights, Alina walked miles just to sit in the back and listen. She was quiet, but she was absorbing everything, like dry soil drinking rain. And she began to change. Not overnight, but slowly. She sang at the school function. Her hands were shaking. Some kids laughed at first. But when she opened her mouth, really opened it, it was like thunder rolled out from a girl who used to whisper. The auditorium froze. It wasn't a perfect performance. She hit a few wrong notes. But it didn't matter. Because her voice didn't just carry sound. It carried scars. It carried every insult. Every lonely lunch. Every long walk in broken shoes. And it turned them into something beautiful. After that day, things shifted. She wasn't invisible anymore. Students started saying hi in the hallways. Teachers offered extra help. Even the principal gave her a certificate of recognition for courage. But recognition wasn't her goal. Her goal was freedom. Freedom to be more than the trailer park girl. More than the charity case. More than someone who should have stayed silent. She practiced every single night. Sometimes outside under stars, where no one could hear her mistakes. Sometimes in the bathroom with a towel under the door, so she wouldn't wake her mom. Sometimes with tears in her eyes, thinking, maybe I'm not good enough. But she never stopped. At 17, she applied to a regional music academy. Her application essay, 1 sentence long. "I don't have much, but I have a voice, and I'm not afraid to use it." She sent in a homemade recording. It wasn't polished, but it was real. And 2 weeks later, she received an acceptance letter with a full scholarship. When her mom read it, she sat down on the kitchen floor and cried. not out of sadness, but out of pride, because all the night shifts, all the missed meals, all the prayers, they had led to this moment. Today, Alina Grace sings in auditoriums across America, but she never forgets where she came from. She returns to schools just like the one she went to. She speaks to girls sitting in the back row, silent, unseen, and she tells them, don't let their laughter be louder than your voice. Don't let the world's labels define your future. Don't wait for permission to matter, because dreams don't come with price tags, and voices, no matter how small, deserve to echo. Closing message. So if you're listening to this and you've ever felt small, if they mocked your clothes, your voice, your dreams, remember Alina. She wasn't born lucky. She was born ready, ready to turn silence into strength and scars into sound. You can too. You're not invisible. You're not broken. You're becoming. One step, one note, one voice at a time.